oh shit. We finally got a father and son killing moment with bare hands. Now that's a good way for fathers and sons to bond by killing something, you know. Anyway, the squad is moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. But Rick, he's still not convinced, you know, because this lady is a little too clean cut for me. Like if I was Rick and the lady said, "Oh, killed about 40 people and sometimes people get out of line here, I kill them," I would be all for it. But she says everything here is perfect. Uh-oh. Something ain't right. You know, something just ain't right. Anyway, she talks to Rick and Rick thinks about it, whatever. She says, take a little bit of time, but you got to come up with a decision. He goes and takes a mud bath. That's how hard it was on that road. He hasn't seen a shower in about 5 years. When it's shaved and everything, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And he's looking in the mirror like, damn, is this really happening? Or, man, I didn't know I would ever be able to shave again and stuff like that. Me personally, I wouldn't even shave. I don't like shaving. You feel the bumps and all. You start bumping all out, then the hair starts cutting you out. And especially a razor, it feels like you're taking a knife and you're just going like this, right on your face, just cutting yourself up. Anyway, Rick, he's on to these no good motherfucking. He's already planning a contingency. Throughout the episode, you see him saying, you know what? Keep an eye on those motherfuckers. You know, he says, he said, they told us that we have both of these houses. He said, we'll sleep in one, you know, just in case, because they might knock off everybody in that other house, then come and get us. Then he says they're already trying to separate us. You know, they took our weapons. He said, I know they're trying to get us, but he already's planning the contingency. So Rick is on his job. So he's still a G, basically. The streets done changed them for good. Anyway, this lady, she's trying to smash Rick. You already see it. The way she's talking to him and whatnot, her husband probably got killed. She's trying to smash Rick. But Rick ain't having it. He ain't going to let it go down. She comes in their room, you know, asking a bunch of questions, saying that she's going to start giving out jobs and stuff like that. And it don't sit right with me. She's asking too much, and she's too open to this. For them to have went through anything, come on, man, you would be at least a little reluctant. But she's just wide open. It's like, well, you know, what's your angle? You know, that type of thing. And Michonne seemed to have gone soft. She says, I'm ready to be in this group. I'm ready to leave the streets alone. I'm ready. You know, all that kind of stuff. I am so scared they're going to mess up Michonne. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, Carl, he put in too much work to turn around so fast, and he was too much of a G in the streets, and he's already plotting. He's already plotting. He's playing with these kids, and they're talking to him as if he's like a normal kid. He's like, man, you know how many people I done killed today? Yes, the people I'm going to kill tomorrow, next week, next year, and, you know, he just put in too much work in the streets. He was too aggressive in the streets for to really just hang out with kids like that. That's why he told his dad later on. He says the kids are weak, man. They playing video games, chewing bubble gum and stuff like that. They soft. They made like ice cream. Anyway, he's plotting on homegirl already. Already, he trying to make Judith the damn aunt that quick. Shoot, I ain't mad at him though. Do your thing, partner. Shoot, I'm like Tupac. I ain't mad at you. Anyway, what you call him? What am I gonna say? Some of the stuff that they were saying seemed a little bit funny. Like the dude, the kid, he said, "Oh, my dad's at work right now. What does he do for a living?" You know, that's weird. What does he do for a living? You know, what type of jobs do they have? Like, I see gathering stuff, They might have a generator or something like that. Somebody might keep that up, stuff like that. But they said it as if like he's going to, you know, McDonald's or something like that. Like he works at McDonald's or something. I wonder what type of work he does. You understand? And they just seemed like, okay, we're gonna play some video games. It just seemed too convenient. And like we know, everything don't last long in The Walking Dead. Anyway, Michonne's energy came out again, finally. And when I say her energy, not energy, energy, she woke up in the middle of the night. She's like, something ain't right. You know, that type of deal. So Rick says, well, you're waking up too. He says, you're on your job too. Something ain't right. He said, I don't care how good it seems. He said, I'm gonna sleep with one eye open. He went and got a knife, put a blade under his pillow. When he had the gun stashed, he got a hammer somewhere. He's got the screwdriver somewhere else. He got a butter knife over here. He's making sure that nothing goes down without him at least being able to fight for his life. He ain't going out without a fight. Anyway, Daryl, he ain't letting his guard down for nothing. He still hasn't even bathed. That's how he hasn't showered or nothing. So that's what it really is with him. But the thing about Daryl is he was somewhat like that before the apocalypse even started. You know, so really Daryl's somewhat being Daryl. Like how many baths do you think he took before the apocalypse? You know, he's not even used to a shower. You know, before the apocalypse, he probably wasn't used to a shower. And I'm just joking. But the point is, he was doing stuff like he was living out in the woods or some shit like that, if I'm not mistaken, you know, before the apocalypse anyway. So he's doing him. Anyway, Chris, Glenn, and Tara, they put in their applications and they find some jobs as delivery boys. But the delivery boys that they messing with they're fuck boys. For real. They had to go down to do a job. And these clowns are idiots. These clowns got a walker tied up. One of the walkers killed one of their partners, whatever. One or two, however many. And they tied them up, waiting for later. They said that they do that before they go out, you know, to get their heads on right. It's a walker. The guy says, you got a walker tied up. Glenn says, you got a walker tied up. And he says, he killed one of our comrades. It's a walker. The walker doesn't even know it killed one of your friends. It's an animal. It's the same thing as an animal. It don't know up from there. It doesn't even know it's killing. It doesn't even know it's alive. It's a walker. There's no revenge to get for it. That's like a tree falling on your friend. The tree kills your friend, right? Are you gonna get revenge on the tree? That's what the walker is. It has no brain. It's not thinking. You know, it's a mindless creature. But anyway, they playing with this thing. This thing almost gets them. And then Glenn, Tara, and Chris like, oh, fuck, what we got ourselves into, you know? That type of deal. And this dude's an idiot. He said, I was in JROTC. I'm a straight G. He said, when you're out here, you're going to listen to me. That type of deal. And they're looking like these guys are some clowns. And we got to follow their orders? Oh, hell no, that type of deal. Anyway, Rick, he went back to get his piece. You know, the one he stashed in that blender? It's gone. Now, before this happened, Carl went out and followed homegirl. Remember that girl that he wants to be his future wifey or whatever? Followed her over the wall into the woods and lost her. Now, the gun is missing. Who took Rick's heat? It makes you seem suspicious about this new camp that they're in. But being that girl had snatched that gun, Carl shows up, you know, with his pop. She could have took the gun. So, you know, that I can't be 100% sure. Not just yet. I gotta wait a little while to find out. And it looks like Carl G'd up. I mean, for real, he G'd up because we seen before he tried to take out walkers, whatever, you know, without a gun, and he almost got taken over so quick. But he's able to take out walkers. He can handle walkers now. He can handle old people in walkers now. He's robbing old ladies for walkers now. So that's good. So finally, I see he can do something. I don't think he can do, you know, as much as the some of the grown-ups, like even Carol or whatever. But he can take care of himself pretty much now. I wouldn't leave him with a horde. I definitely wouldn't do that. I wouldn't trust him with that unless he had a gun. But at least he can do something now. Okay, some of these what did I say? Oh, so some of these clowns, right? They almost get killed. They come back into the compound. Glenn is like, yo, these dudes are playing games, and I'm trying to be serious. And the dude says, you go out there, you're gonna follow my orders, you're gonna do whatever I say. He said, well, you might not be fit to be in our team, you know, that type of thing. And Glenn says, no, it's more so like the other way around. And he said, what did you say? He said, tell me that again, right? He's ready to fight Glenn over this. And Glenn is like, this is what Glenn's doing. Glenn's letting him push him and whatnot. And he said, yo, you need to calm down. He said, yo, calm down. And the dude is just testing Glenn. Basically, he's saying, yo, Glenn's soft. He said, I'm gonna do what I want to with this dude. Glenn is soft. And Glenn, in his mind, this is what he's thinking. Motherfucker, I ain't scared of you. He said, I dealt with psychos, killers, cannibals, people hunting me, animals, walkers. He dealt with more walkers than they can even imagine. He's like, what you doing don't excite me. I ain't scared. That type of deal. Like, I'm scared of some JROTC dude. I done dealt with trained killers, you know, and I dealt with cannibals, all kinds of stuff. He said, what you doing don't excite me. So the guy goes at Glenn. He's like, okay, swings at him. Glenn ducks. He said, lay your punk ass down. That's what he said. He said, get down and stay down. And he said, when you lay down, you stay down. If you get up, I'm going to put you back down again. I'm going to introduce you to the concrete. And that's what it was. But anyway, Rick and Michonne is 12 now. That's the job that we should call and have for them. She wants them to be Polo. She wants them to be Popo. So they went ahead and suited up and whatever. I'm not sure about Michonne. I know Michonne could put in some work, but in terms of actually being an officer, you know, I don't know about that. I mean, I think she got the ability to. Don't get me wrong. It just don't seem like her character. But with Rick already being one, of course he knows, you know, everything he needs to do in order to be 5-0. But if Michonne is like an assistant, you know, she just trains underneath Rick, then I think it'll just turn out just fine. Anyway, Rick turned into the governor at the end. Oh my God. They're talking, right? He's talking to Carol and Daryl, and he says, yo, something ain't right about this place. I'm going to, you know, keep an eye peeled. He says something that goes wrong, or like they said that the people in that compound are soft. He said something go wrong, we taking over. He turned into the governor. Oh man, when I heard that, I was like, damn, Rick is the governor now. Like he said, survival of the fittest. I wonder if he's going to actually take it to the point where like they really are the bad guys, or are they going to just wait to see if, like, let us say if everything goes to hell in the handbag, because he didn't say it was going to be a hostile takeover. Let's say everything goes to hell in the handbag, like some walkers get in. Then what's going to happen is, this is what I believe what will happen. Rick's going to say, you guys obviously don't know how to handle this place. People are getting killed and whatnot. We're taking over. We know how to handle this. We can hold this down. I think it would be more so something like that than we're going to go in there guns blazing, killing folks and, you know, taking over. Anyway, the group changed, obviously. You see the look on Glenn's face? He said, man, this shit don't excite me. That also Carol, Daryl, and Rick talk about we should take over if something goes up, if something, you know, comes up short. And they didn't, I mean, with a clean face, just like, okay, that type of deal. So the group changed, and they didn't even know it. Rick was talking about how he made changes. He said, I never thought I would see this person again. He talking about him with a shaved face, even that, just shaving. So the streets then changed them. They all turned into somewhat G's, a little bit. Some are more G than others, but they all pretty much changed. That world changed them. So they're killers now. So that's what that is. And I don't think they actually knew that they were changing as much as they did, to the point where, like, some of the groups was ready to take over other groups. They're one of the people now. So, but also, they're dealing with some weirdos. I'm not sure about the people in this group. You know, some of the stuff they did just didn't sit right with me. They got people that's going out clowning, and they're supposed to be gathering resources. So right there, it tells me something's going to happen to that compound sooner or later. If you got a whole bunch of clowns running this place, they've just been getting lucky. All you need is a good group to come in there and sweep them, or a good amount of walkers making it through one of those walls and sweeping them. That's all you need. Somebody to run through the fence real quick by accident and then sweep that whole area, and that'd be this. And that'd be all she wrote. So, you know, that I don't think that place is going to last that long. It's going to come to an end at some point in time. And the other thing about the gun, that can be translated two different ways. Either that lady got it or the girl got it. The girl got it, no big deal. You know, it's just that Rick is missing the gun. If the lady got it, she's been watching him that hard, and then that almost certainly makes her seem, you know, untrustworthy. You know, but she could just be taking it just to keep, you know, her group safe. But I don't think so. It just don't seem right. Like, you watching the people that much. Anyway, I give this episode 4.5 out of 5. It was awesome from beginning to end. It was more so as like a suspense episode, watching them to see whether they thought that they were going to get, you know, killed or murdered, whatever. That's what it seemed like. Like, the whole time it was more like suspense, like build up for the next episode, to see what is going to happen with this group, see what's going to happen with, see how much the Rick's group changed and stuff like that. That's what it more so seemed like. Okay, let me see the comments real quick. Okay. This episode was good. Yeah, it was. Glenn got the hands. Yeah, he said, yo, I'm serious. He said, I used to deliver pizza, now I deliver knuckle sandwiches. Okay, Glenn ain't no, you know, he ain't. Glenn's a G. He put down old boy. He put down the old yeller. Okay, don't matter. He been a bitch for the last 3 seasons. They kept him out of the loop, but it ain't like he's not still a G. That hairstylist can get it though. I guess you can. You're right. He still got work though. Rick is the only nigga I fuck with now. Chris and Martin. Wait, who's Martin? Who's Martin? Where's Martin come from? Chris and Martin. Okay, Rick, Chris, and Martin. I don't know who Martin. I know who Rick and Chris is. Chris is softer than Glenn. Yeah, he is. But he can come up. This nigga's been limping for a half a season. No, his leg is messed up. Okay, nigga's still a G though. He just needs a surgery. Yeah, he needs a surgery. Just check your profile though. I'll sub. I got your back. You talking about some this dude Jito, whatever, Jotaro, I think. Okay, yeah. Amen. Ask Zoro if he can make a special guest appearance in the stream. It's too late for that now. Okay. What have you done tonight? I don't think the stream is for that. Okay. Rick will try, but his group won't let him. Oh, take over? I don't know. No. I think his group probably gonna say, yo, we need to take over. Even Carl said, yo, we might have to take over one day. Okay, Stoop, you need more content. Okay. I need to grind out more vids like you. Shoot, I guess so. The hairstylist is a hottie though. Okay, yeah. Okay, we. Okay. Bunch of garbage. Bunch of garbage. One in season 1. Who's Martin? Who's Martin? We're about to fight old boy on the bench. Anyway, go ahead and leave comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broken. You got the power to change that. Peace. Oh, man. Yo, hold on. I kind of messed up. Is the audio on? Yo. Please tell me I didn't mess this whole thing up. Please tell me. Okay, no, I didn't. Woo! My mic's in right here. I forgot to put my mic on, man. And I looked, and this is the same thing happened last time. It said last time it was no audio. Now the audio on here is gonna be a little jacked up, but we ain't doing it over. You can forget about that. Peace.